That works too.
Get up. I'll pull you more.
Oh, I'm good. Are we on land, Bubba? We find land? Oh,
Never good to see our little sign. It's been a while.
First portage sign of the year. Good morning and welcome back. It's Tunis and my wife Britt here. Today we're just having a nice day trip into our local provincial park, Bissett Creek. So today's goal is to fish. Hopefully now it's warmed up enough. Talking to some friends, we've come to the conclusion that it's probably the water temperatures that are still too cold for them, that they're still lethargic and not feeding. So the last week has been warmer. It's been low teens, and today is supposed to be a beautiful 18 degrees. So hopefully by now they're starting to get a little hungry and a little more active. So let's hope we get a fish, and if not, we brought lunch and let's just have a good day in the woods.
Watch your ankles on this portage.
The fishing here, I've heard, is quite good, and we've actually never been here. So usually we're doing further away trips, and now that we're technically not allowed to camp, we're just exploring places closer to home. You can tell that it's not a very heavily used area. Portage is in rough shape. Actually, I shouldn't say it's too rough. A couple down trees, just very rocky and lots of moss and slippery leaves and stuff. So I take that previous statement back. It's actually not that bad. The branches overhead are pretty much clear. There are a couple down trees, and like I said, the rocks and leaves and stuff do make it slippery, but we've done worse. Had to peel off a few layers. Sun's starting to come out and it is most welcome.
Haha, still see you.
Yeah, feels good. Okay, gonna clean up a bit and then we're gonna put in our first real portage of 2020.
Tunes ahead of me, carrying the canoe, and I'm here looking like bear bait, looking like a little baby deer, with my paddles on my heavy portage bag. Here.
Pretty spot, lover.
Yeah, it's a slippery rock.
All right, portage number 1 of 3 completed, with the second one right around the corner up here, and then into Bissett Lake. Is it Big Bissett Lake? I think it's Big Bissett. something gives us the feeling this portage is not as nice as the last one.
It's garbage.
Well, that's even if we're on it. It looks messy, eh, bubs? Well, let's go scout. Oh. I'm looking for any kind of chainsaw or saw marks of some sort. Something that shows people were here. Looks a bit better, a little more promising. Okay, so we found portage number 2. Brit's lost somewhere in the foliage over here. Or maybe she's just waiting for me to return with the news. Check in with her, and then I'll continue to investigate this portage. Beautiful little bit of white water behind us. Now we just need to catch some fish. Yeah, I know. Okay, this is a paddling video. We're gonna enjoy the paddle, and if we catch some fish, awesome. I'm still saying we're catching fish. We're not gonna catch fish. There's no such thing as trout. Okay, enough talking.
I have no idea. It was perfect 1 second, and then this happened. I don't even know where to begin.
I'm sure it's off the spool. Oh boy.
I don't think there's saving this lever. Did you see it?
You smell them, bubs?
Did you see it? Oh. That's cool.
Wish we would have had a little more notice in the big camera out. It's a sow with cubs and this old growth white pine. That's cool, eh, bubs? A little bit of excitement. Hey, you smell them? Oh, you do, eh? So you smell them, eh? Yes. You smell your cousins? Cool. So, portage number 3 looks very promising.
Yeah.
Looks like a well-groomed, well-maintained trail. So far. But that's also probably because there's actually, you could follow Bissett Creek Road, I think, to Big Bissett Lake, where they have like an actual boat launch probably for tin boats. So maybe the guys access it, this part of the creek from that way. I'd imagine it's quite a bit easier. Yeah, we're gonna fish off this set of rapids over here. drops off right here, so I'm gonna do a couple casts in that pool. Enjoy the view. The sun's out, and yeah, once we get to Big Bisset, we might make some lunch. Brittany said she's pretty hungry, so can't let the monster awaken when she gets hangry. Check that out. A solid piece of birch bark, and it's huge.
How does that even come off from this? The whole inside of the tree must have decomposed. Well, it left the bark. Stay here. No. Yes. Good girl. Just watch. The river. Somehow just like Portage to the other side. That's the lake right there.
Alright, so we're on Big Bisset Lake. That was the last portage. It was,
A two-parter?
yeah, it was two-parter. It's probably about 700 meters total. First part's probably about it's probably about 600. First one's probably about 525, 550. Put in for about 50 meters of paddling, and then another 50 meters or so just to bypass that big log jam behind us. Yeah, it's a beautiful little spot. I'm sure we might run into people on here because there is road access. So people are probably wondering like, oh, why did you just go through all that effort when you could just drive here? But it's just to say you could do it. Say you did it. Yeah. A little hard work. Look back on it and say you explored this part of the region, which is nice. So there's supposed to be brook trout in here. So far they're still not biting. G'day. Nothing yet. Yeah.
First time on this lake for us, so.
Yeah. All good. Yeah, you too. Talked to two other people fishing the lake, and they said they're wondering if there's any fish in this lake at all because they've only had one bite and they think it was a bass. So glad we're not the only ones still having no luck. So we're back into the main basin now of Bisset, Big Bisset. I didn't really film much just because there's not much to film. It's pretty boring. Yeah, there's not a lot of, I mean, it is a beautiful lake, as all lakes are, but there's just not much difference from what we've already shown you. So we've done this basin, done the basin down there past those narrows. The only thing we haven't done is this bay to our left. Which, I mean, looks the same as everything else we've seen today. So, since there is now a headwind and we haven't eaten yet, making our way to the nice rock face that we saw earlier on the way in, and we're gonna have some lunch. Yeah, sorry, I say lunch, but it's actually lupper or slupper or slunch. Oh, everybody loves a good old headwind. So everybody loves a good old headwind. Say it wouldn't be canoeing without a good old headwind.
to a little island. We're gonna have a little breaky break. We've either been paddling non-stop or portaging non-stop, so it's gonna feel good to actually pop our chairs open and lay back.
All right, time to start cooking. Let's see what we got in the pickle trunk. Some craft beer. Because what kind of outdoor channel will we be without craft beer? Brett's got the Crack Canoe, and we have, well, I have the Detour by Muskoka Brewery. It's one of my faves. I have venison backstrap medallion sandwiches with a homemade horseradish mustard sauce. It's gonna be delish. Red. Was that good, Bubba's? Did that fill your hole? Hmm? So you're not used to.
Okay? Oh no, you can't have that beer. It's gross. Sit.
You gonna help Dad cook?
Come here. Come sit.
Oof, I really hope there's enough fuel in this.
Is that down? Well, we just opened that can last time.
Did we?
Yeah. Don't miss.
Keep those suckers cooking. Oh yeah, look at that. Left the greenery on it and all. Homemade rye bread, ladies and gentlemen. Yum. Things are looking good.
Don't need the butter, we can save that for the bread. This is a, what's it called? Horseradish dressing kind of thing that I found a recipe for. Let's go. Meat. You should be. With fingers. Oh, wait a second. Top it off with some arugula.
Bam.
Voila!
Looks good.
Yum.
Perfect.
Chow time. Good girl.
Yum. Thanks, lover.
Thank you.
Oh man.
It's a good sauce.
Good job, baby.
Thank you.
Good job, my love. Yep. Yum.
This is a beer I can drink.
Bubba's like, where's mine? There you go, good girl. There you go. You little piggy.
Also good. I love fancy cheese.
My lover fish. That was super good.
Oh, it's super good.
Well, time for some dishes. And then we'll start making our way out of here.
Time is it?
4:30. Yeah.
Full day. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Well, now we have to just work up the energy to
The energy and the willpower.
to leave and complete the 3 portages we did this morning. Fish a bit more and get out of here. So if we don't end up catching any fish, gonna end it here. Call it a day because you've seen enough and don't need to relive all the stuff that we suffered through earlier. So hope to see you on the next one, and hopefully next time we can
Catch some fish.
yeah,
Your new
Catch
logo or slogan.
catch some fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully next time we can catch some fish.
Yeah, hopefully we can catch some fish, and hopefully hopefully we can have another good time here sometime in the near future. So once again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.